Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit, I know these...
And welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Phantom of the Opera. Having some technical difficulties in my video, so I'll be hidden behind this little cat you can see on the screen here. But there is also an audio version, so whether you see me or not this week, it doesn't really matter. You can always check me out on Instagram.
We could just put you in there. We could just put you like a still if you want. Give me a good picture later.
We could do that, but also, I gotta say something though. If you are an audio listener and you aren't on the video, you need to check out Joey right now. Boy, are you working out? Like, your face is changing. Like, you look sexy right now. Like, before you were cute. You were a cute guy. But today you're looking like your face is looking fuller. Your neck's looking thicker. Like you look like you're going through like a second puberty. Like, you're getting more toned and evolved. You're more manly. What's going on with you, bro? Even your beard looks fuller.
You got some HGH?
No, I've
TRT? Because that's what we all need right now. Like, just a little hormone replacement.
A little bit of lack of sleep and a lot of crying. Anyway, Christian.
Hey, yo, for real. It's your boy, Joe Camel. Because you know what? That's an underrated anthropomorphic animal. And he just got a bad rap because he looked cool while he smoked cigarettes. That's all I'm going to say. Because maybe he inspired the rest of us to pick up a smoking habit. But maybe we need characters like that in our lives because we were always going to beat them.
Wow. We were always going to be them.
I've been playing too much like RPGs. My brain is in a different place. I'm healing, brothers. I'm getting there. I'll be candid on the pod. But Joey, you go for it. It's your boy Christian, aka Big Joe Camel.
Yeah.
Off to you, Joey. It's spicy already.
Your other boy, Thriller from the 3, a.k.a. Joey from NMT. Guys, I'm happy to be back.
Our saint is back.
I'm sorry. I'm sad that...
Thick Neck Joe back on the pod.
I'm sad that Sasha's video isn't here because, I miss you guys.
It helps us connect. But, I do miss it. I do miss his face. I do miss your face. It was good to see that you got a little R&R. I'm glad that you got it. I think we all need or due for it. Everyone's getting theirs. Take as much time off as you need, people. Forget the work world. It's not real. You've been conditioned into thinking that you need to go somewhere in a building for 5 days a week for X amount of hours and told that that's the only way to live your life. It's bullshit. We're all dying. We're all decaying pieces of shit. And maybe we just need to live under a toadstool and drink some mushroom tea and get really ripped. Because I would talk to like Jim Carrey as a toad in that version personally. Just to bring it back to our chat, our private chat, ladies and gentlemen, I know you don't have a view into our chat, but apparently Jim Carrey is just annoying to Sasha. I don't think so. As much. I get it. I understand. He does like the smell of his own farts, but I kind of like that. You know what? Let him do his thing. Listen, he gave us Ace Ventura.
He did.
For like the low.
To that I say, what have you done for me lately? Which is Sonic, sure.
Okay. Hold on.
It doesn't trump.
Dr. Robotnik is... Hold on.
I didn't even see Sonic. I just heard it was good. I didn't even see it. I just heard it was good.
Watch it. You have to watch it.
And you know what?
He goes off for no reason. And the second
I didn't watch it?
He goes off harder.
You know I didn't watch it, though? Because why are they casting a skinny Dr. Robotnik? As a fat nigga, don't erase me.
It doesn't matter.
Okay? Don't erase me.
This nigga said as a fat nigga, that is insane.
Okay, listen. You are crazy.
Just Robert Dozial.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to start the pod off with a question. And you know what? And it starts to beg to something that you just said, Sasha, because it makes me think. You said you're a fat person. You're not showing yourself on camera, which also is in tune with an Oscar winner, The Whale, with starring Brendan Fraser, which has also sparked questions and lots of articles from fucking weirdos, in my opinion, even though some of our listeners probably feel like that, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I don't necessarily have to agree with you. But what the problem is that, like, they feel that somehow that fat people are essentially being the butt of the joke because Brendan Fraser's wearing a fat suit in it. And there's kind of this undercurrent in the conversation about banning the suits altogether and not having people who are not that weight like act as those people that are at that weight. Now, if you, in my opinion, if you had just watched a movie at all, and I get, maybe that's just not your bag, you would probably see immediately that it has nothing to do with what you're thinking it has to do with. It's not making fun of the man. It really does. It does give you that whole understanding how people self-harm in every kind of shape of way. Like, and it's a very real film. I thought it was excellent, and I don't know how you guys feel about that. That's what I'm going to ask you. How do you feel about the fat suit? Do we need to ban it? Do we not to? Do we just let people act? I don't know,
First
man.
Of all, I didn't know anybody watched that movie but you.
What? That movie that is an Oscar winner, and it's, you know what, boys? Do you like crying?
No. Fucking
at
no.
Any point? You like a good cry?
Oh my god, I'm a dry
Do you
sponge.
enjoy a good cry?
Not particularly.
Fucking dying over here.
I like a good cry, bro. I like a good
dehydrated.
cry. I like a good cry. I'm gonna be real. I'll be real. I like a good cry. I want to see a film, and I want it to inspire. I want it to elicit a real feeling, and that's why I love media, because it doesn't necessarily have to come from something traditional, right? And this is kind of maybe a film that kind of calls back to that. It's very much Raisin in the Sun, in my opinion. Is very much the Death of a Salesman. Kind of like a pivotal play that gets produced in many different ways multiple times, and it gets to have life. I don't necessarily think it was a problem, because they weren't really trying to depict and poke fun at someone who is obviously in this state, in that condition. They were looking at it from the aspect of just that humans do go through this, and we need to find it. And it's a good film. If you want to watch it, I say go for it, and it is a good cry, because I don't think any human alive looked at that and didn't feel like pure.
What movie is this? I've never.
The Whale.
I didn't. The Whale? That just sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy because they I think somebody made the observation that they used the still for the cover art, and in no part of the film does that shot exist. So it's very odd because it's just like a close up of his face, and he looks very sad or pathetic. And whatever you feel on the spectrum, I think if you feel more pity for this human, that might be a little more bit of a reflection of like how you feel about the whole thing. That's complicated. I get that.
Let's see. Let's read. A reclusively, morbidly obese English teacher attempts to reconnect with his estranged teenage daughter. I'm basically a personal trainer, so I would just laugh at this whole thing. I'd be like, "Why don't you just go for a walk?"
You would not laugh. You would not laugh. No. You know what movie made me cry? You know why he's not going for a walk? Because he has congested heart failure. He's dying literally in that moment. This is like the course of like 2 days. Like, this isn't the course of, many years of his life. Like, you get to step into that person's life for boop, boop, and they're gone. Like, that's you know what I'm saying?
I didn't get that Chunky as a teacher. Teachers get a lot of steps in those classrooms.
Bro, because he is he's a work from home, and he's an online school teacher. So that's why I made the connection, because actually he never shows himself on camera, and he tells everybody that his camera is broken. So thank you for letting us all know that you gained 500 pounds overnight, and now you don't want to show us this enormous growth. But I'll let you know, it doesn't matter what you are. You're beautiful. We'll get you whatever you need and support you however you need. That's all.
Well, I mean, just from what I'm watching here in this little preview, The man could fit a walking treadmill desk in his apartment. I mean, you could have got a little walking desk set up for your at home thing. That's what I would have thought. That's the first thing. I almost bought a walking desk thing, but I don't have $400.
I work from home 100%. I work from home 100%, and I lost like 165 pounds. So I'm not saying like you work from home and you immediately like get there. The connection for me is obviously him saying.
Okay, but if they didn't want you to laugh, why would they call it the whale? Like, come on, dude.
Because
like, that is low hanging fruit.
Because he is the whale. Because maybe it
they
is.
Could have called it. They could have called it fat guy. They could have called it obese. They could have called it a less funny name than the whale.
Obviously,
unless there is a whale reference in the movie.
It is. It's a reference to Moby Dick. So it's literally. Because it's a very important like part of it, like, and it's self-aware. It isn't like this moment of like haha, like as much as you want to laugh. No, I mean allegedly.
I'm looking at the where to watch options, and there's only it's like $4, $5 everywhere. It's not for free.
I got you. No, I watched it multiple times. Allegedly.
Oh, you got to connect allegedly. Yeah, send me that link. You sent it before, but I don't ever watch it. I don't use my TV, bro. I'm only on my phone.
No, like allegedly, there's no ads there, so you're not being peppered. And I love the frame that Joey's like frozen for me personally, because he just looks like really suspicious of what I'm saying, and I like it. I'm with it.
Going to jail now
because it's all suspect.
Get that thick ass neck back on camera.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing is I'm masking my IP address. People, get a VPN, and that's why whatever VPN company, if you want to pay us, we will support it.
You know, speaking of Brendan Fraser, though, the internet's going crazy right now because people, I guess,
Best Actor.
People didn't know, and I didn't know either. I'm sure you did because you're tapped in on all types of weird shit. But Brendan Fraser has 2 sons that are super hot.
Ooh. Well, he's super hot. To be fair, think
Brendan
about
Fraser
Brendan
was
Fraser.
elite milk in his day.
Man.
The Mummy, Encino Man. Holy shit!
Tarzan.
Be still my heart. Like, this is Hollywood's like leading man. And he's got the perfect jaw, perfect comedic timing. He is when he's at the Mummy and the Mummy Part 2. I don't think there's a better looking person out there. Like, he's perfect. He's tall. He's fucking funny. He's cool looking. He looks approachable.
All true.
It's all like true. Literally like seeing Drake's Uncharted, like the guy who plays what's his name? The actual person. I don't know, not Drake. But it feels like that's who that is because he's just so fucking cool. He's got like a holster. He feels like he should always own a gun holster. That's just my opinion. Not now.
You know what's funny though?
I understand.
You know what's funny though, like about the conversation about the whole like fat suit thing. As I'm like watching this preview for this movie, if they had to hire actors that were that size, how would that casting room look? Like, how would you get them all in there? Like, this is about a man. This is a movie about a man who's too big to leave the house, so you can't exactly.
He's in excess of 600 pounds.
Yeah, you can't exactly have people 600 pounds auditioning. How are they getting there? And or are you going to have like 200-pound people like come in and then gain 400 pounds for the role?
Can we be honest? And can we be honest? Like, he's a heavy-set guy now. Like, it's not like he's like it's some. We're not talking about like Christian Bale gaining like 300 pounds for Batman overnight and losing all of it for The Machinist like the next year later. But like, why like? I don't personally see what it does. Like, I don't know how it hurts personally all that too much. Like, I'm still fat, but I was very big, and obviously I have felt my share of fucking jokes and whatnot. But it's at the same time, like, if I can't like see a piece of media and there's a person who, I don't know, has to scale up a little bit for the drama because there is a reason why he's this weight. Like, you don't look at somebody who's 265 pounds and be like, "You're gonna die, Jose, today." Like, it's like, no, like, go outside for a walk, get chased by somebody. Like, just commit a crime and run really fast. You'll be, like, 230 by next week. Easily. That's all water weight. And you'll lose it all by eating some shit from, like, Central Bookings.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like,
shit your brains out.
They literally, there's no way this movie isn't funny, bro. So now I'm on Google, and I'm like, no, I'm just looking at like Brendan. I'm looking at Brendan Fraser movies, right? And if you like if you go to Google and you look at Brendan Fraser movies, and you go to the little movies tab, and you have all the little icons lined up of all his movies, his face is the biggest in The Whale, and it's the most HD. Like
it's crazy, right?
Like with Bedazzled down here, it's like him and who's the other woman in Bedazzled?
Oh,
the hot British girl from the 90s.
God, no idea of her name, but
Elizabeth Hurley, is that what it is?
Elizabeth Hurley. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like you see the like.
How
like
do you remember
them
people
on the cover? If you see him,
that's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Bro,
I'm
I just
sitting
pulled
on-
that out. I didn't look at it anything. I didn't look
That's
at anything.
fucking crazy.
I just said
Y'all
it.
remember people's names?
Yo, that's crazy.
yeah, I know he remembers. I have a terrible
wild.
memory.
No,
Or like
you know what it
Airheads.
is? Airheads
Like
was
Airheads,
fire.
I've
Please
actually
don't
never
tell me
seen
that
Airheads.
wasn't a fuck. What?
I've actually never seen that movie, but like you can see
What?
Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler, and like,
Adam
Frank,
Sandler
like,
and
his
Steve Buscemi, they
face
play
is-
band, they take over the radio station, and they get their fucking stuff on the radio. It is such a fucking good movie. It's fun. Love that
But
movie.
like, if you look at the spread, the cover is hilarious. I actually laughed at the most unconventional. I mean, I cried at the most unconventional movie. I might have talked about this a while ago on the podcast. Maybe like it was Christmas with the Cranks. I cried at that movie.
Wait, I gotta look it up.
Okay, so let me tell you. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen this 10-year-old movie. Christmas with the Cranks. I've talked about this on the pod before. I'm gonna say it again because I feel like I was in my bag that day. So the movie is about it's a Tim Allen Christmas movie, and the movie is about there's this
you
little
cried
town.
over Tim Allen?
Can I? Yes. Can I?
Tim Allen will do it to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Tim Allen is in this. Tim Allen, his wife, and his daughter live in this like suburban HOA fucking cul-de-sac type of neighborhood that goes crazy for Christmas every year. They everybody throws up lights. There's little town events. Right, whatever. But this costs the family like a fortune every year. Like Christmas is no holds bar. Like just decorations alone is a couple racks. So their daughter decides to like travel abroad or goes to college, something like that. And the mom and dad are like, Tim Allen and his wife. He's like, you know what? I did some math, and like, our daughter's gone for the holidays, and like, if we don't do the holidays, we might be able to afford a cruise for like a month. So they're like, fuck it, we're not doing Christmas this year. But like I said, the whole HOA, the whole cul-de-sac is like, nah, nigga, like this is our thing. You are going to participate regardless of whether your daughter is here or not, right? So they're getting all this peer pressure from their fucking suburban neighbors to like participate in all these Christmas events and charity bullshit, and they're just buckling down. They're not fucking doing it, right? So then there's this like moment towards the end where like the whole neighborhood is coming to their house with pitchforks, bro. Like they're going crazy. They're like, we are gonna decorate your fucking house. Like you're fucking up our neighborhood. You don't have lights up. This is crazy. Like you're making us look bad. And they're like about to spaz, right? But then the daughter calls and she's like, yo, actually, like, I am gonna come home for Christmas. And then the whole neighborhood like gets like they just stop being mad at each other and they all like get together to like decorate their house and cook them dinner. Because the daughter was like on the phone, like, like I was gonna stay abroad for Christmas, but like I'm just thinking about mom's ham and the sweet potatoes and da 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 da. And like the whole neighborhood like gets together just to make this like teens Christmas special. And I was touched, bro. I was genuinely touched
told her
by
to
that
stay
community.
Dead ass, bro. Thinking about mommy's ham, bitch.
Nah,
you're in Italy.
Don't come over. I'm cracking your mom's ass
We walk
right
around
now.
butt naked.
Do not come over.
Do not come home.
I
baby
literally
girl.
just busted the fattest nut on your mom's face. I can't do I can't have you home in less than 24 hours. We have to wash the house at this point. We're not doing
We
that.
already spent
You can't just come
the
over,
Christmas
baby
money
girl,
on
anymore.
a new sex swing.
The money's
You
gone.
can't fly back here.
Yeah, you come over to a bare house. You come over to Domino's Pizza.
Well, see that in real life, that's how it probably would go down.
Yeah.
But it's just like the idea that like a whole neighborhood came together and paid for everything.
That's crazy.
Just to make this girl's Christmas.
But
special.
you know what?
That was like that tugged at my heartstrings.
Tell me
a little
this
bit.
though. Do you feel like
Yeah, they collected that back in the HOA fees. I'm just going to tell you that.
that's where it came out
They
of?
spiked that guy's like whole fee up. They were like, "Oh yeah, $25,000 for this year."
Pool maintenance. It's January.
Do you think
For all the pool
she
upgrades that they're
deserving?
doing.
Do you think she was deserving?
In the movie, I only saw it once, and it was 2014. But
Wait, you cried like
Oh,
raw at a movie like in 2014? What were you going through?
maybe
You were going through
15.
some shit.
Niggas get
You
lonely in
went
the
through some
holidays
shit.
sometimes.
Is that all you wanted? You wanted like your whole building to get together? Oh, this brings it back to the conversation earlier. Speaking on things that you had as a young person and I didn't. What was it that
The race car bed.
Oh, you told us you had a fucking race car bed?
Yeah, I don't know the circumstances.
That's
So
white
before
privilege. I'm
we
just gonna
started
say
the
it right
pod,
here.
before we started the pod, we were talking about things as a child. I grew up not really wealthy, but not. My mom was poor, and my grandfather was not. So we always kind of had a little safety net. So I had okay things, and then there was a small period of time where I did have a 2-family household. I think from ages like 4 to 9 or something like that.
Nice.
And somewhere in there, maybe like 5 years old, I did have a race car bed. I have no idea how I got it. I do
That's
know
tight.
that
Even if it came from the trash.
I
just
definitely
saying.
pissed my mom off one time because I was washing it at like 3 a.m.
Fire.
remember that.
You were really watching
What
it?
a good guy.
That's what
That's cute.
I got
I wouldn't have
got
got
up.
mad.
I got
wouldn't
up.
have got tight.
I went to the bathroom. I turned the sink on. I got a rag and was washing the bed. But I left the bathroom light on.
Silently?
Because for some reason, when my 5-year-old brain was like, I'm going to keep the bathroom light on to shine
No,
into
I-
my room, but not
I get
actually
it.
turn my own light on.
My son does that all the time. I get it.
Yeah, so I was
He's
rinsing the
scared
car
of the
bed.
dark.
I wasn't scared of the
I'm
dark.
not-
Was I?
Yeah, you were
was
scared of the dark. That's
but
what
he
that
didn't
was.
turn the light on in his
because
own
you didn't
room,
want it in your room. Yeah. So my son actually like I got him Christmas lights to like make it a little like he needs a lot
Yeah.
of night light. Like Mans is a little afraid,
respect
and
it.
we try to work on it. But respect. I get it. Dark is scary because I used to have like really fucked up like nightmares, just like the kid.
I feel
I
like
feel
being
him,
afraid of
man.
the dark should be like an adult thing instead of a kid thing. Because as a kid, you're
what?
born in the dark. You're in it for 9
makes
months.
Sense. It makes sense to be afraid of the dark, right? So like it's the only thing that like kicks in, like without you knowing anything, right? Like so like if it all of a sudden you entered into something dark, no matter your age, no matter your sex, your gender, your place, your anything, you would instantly be anxious. Being afraid of the dark is very natural. And you know where I live, dude? Like there's no street lights. Like when it's dark, like it is dark. It is not New York City dark. It is not inner city dark. It is full on like you can't see your hand. Like if it's dark, like it's a new moon. Good luck. That shit ain't fun.
I love how you said a new moon, like you're tracking the moon progress. That's how fucking in the woods you live.
Yeah, you have to track. Wait, you don't track them. You don't ever look
live
at
down-
where the moon is at.
I live downtown. I don't see the sky.
Wait, you don't look up ever? Like
You don't
man,
look up.
Detroit's got you down, bro.
I look down because that's where I look down because I'm grinding. You know what I mean?
Because you're grinding. I get it.
I got to make sure my feet are on the floor.
Because you always
my
focus
money's
on
in
the paper.
sky. Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. Focus on that paper. Dude. Yeah, I pay attention to the phases of the moon, especially living now, like further away from like buildings and light pollution. Like it's just in your face. Like if there's a full moon, that shit is, poof. If it's red because it's a harvest moon, boop. Like that is all up in your shit. That's not like polite in New York City, like behind a building.
Yeah.
Moon. That is glowing in your backyard. like bright.
I have the phases
you ever had,
of
like,
the moon on my phone.
I gotta show you one day.
Like on my lock screen has the phases of the moon.
Right? It's mad.
Yeah.
Fucking like there's a whole sect of people that follow the phases of the moon for whatever fucking reason and tell you that a planet is also affecting, you know, the metals in their body. Cool. Whatever.
Cool.
Whatever you need to do. Like, I don't know. Bro, you ever been to like a crystal shop? Like a legit crystal shop?
Yes.
Okay.
I have crystals.
Do you ever just feel weird? Because they really... Maybe I have a suspicious face, but they look at me like I am gonna steal like one of those fucking rocks. Like I'm gonna like just, which is a good idea.
You know what's funny?
Just
That
to think
reminds
about
me.
it, just grab a basket and fucking jet, make $700 right there.
That's kind of funny because I remember. So I've been to crystal shops, and I tend to go to crystal shops that are owned by like black or brown people. But I remember I was at the flea market like a year ago, and I was gonna post a TikTok about this. Yeah, but I tend not to slander white people on TikTok because I don't want to get my account taken down. But I remember making a TikTok. I never posted it, and the TikTok was just like me like taking a pic, like having the camera out at the crystal stand with this white person, and I just walked away and just recorded myself saying, "Why the fuck is a white person working the crystal stand? Get your goddamn stink off the rocks."
Yeah, no, really, get your
But I was
stink
like,
off
this is
the
gonna get
rocks.
reported. This is gonna get reported, so
Immediately.
let me not.
So you remember when Himalayan salt lamps were like a big fucking thing?
Yeah.
Like really
I
big.
licked one in a store.
Remember, like
You know what's crazy? They're really salt.
2016?
Yeah. Liquid?
Yeah, I was in a
Yeah,
store
they're
one time,
full on salt.
and I was just
Yeah.
like, and I was like, oh shit!
This shit goes hard.
Target.
I don't know what it does. It's mad pretty. But like when it first came out, like I remember going into this crystal shop and it was like something like $300-400, and I was like, it's like 2016, and I'm like, not for $300, a lamp that's made of salt. Like it made no sense. Then like Walmart came out with one for like $30 like 6 months later.
That's it.
So all you had to do was wait.
Just gotta wait.
Folks, be patient. Don't ever like. Sometimes if you hit that first wave,
$13.83 on Amazon right now.
Wow.
see what I'm saying? You just have to wait.
There are some.
Himalayan
There are
salt
some that are
lamps.
more expensive. I don't know. Are some of them fake and they just like put salty spray on them?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what?
they say they're actually from Himalaya. They have like a certificate attached to like, you know, a white person holding it up and like a camera and like in a place that's kind of uncomfortable. I don't know. There's a lot of things. There's some like eBay authenticator app or something like that. It's probably like the same for sneakers, right? Like they put like a tag on that fucking lamp. They go,
Official.
yeah, this is a real lamp.
Salt lamp.
Yeah. Official. Bro, I remember with my wife gave birth to our son in a really nice like hospital in Orange County, and they had like this giant Himalayan salt lamp, and I was like, what the, like, what does it do? I don't know. I felt that peace. You know what? Whatever. I was doing all right. My wife, maybe not so much.
She wasn't feeling the salts.
I'm at peace.
She got some
Once she
high
got
blood
the
pressure?
epidural, though, she tells everybody that she's like, it was great. She's like, she literally told the nurse.
What
she's
is
like,
an epidural?
So an epidural is to help with the pain of contractions, right? So
well, I
those
know what that is,
contractions-
but like, is it a pill? Do they inject you
It's
with
a
something?
shot.
No,
Like,
they
don't just call
inject it
epidural.
into your spine.
into your spinal column. Yeah,
Oh,
directly
so
into your
can
spinal
you-
column.
Can you just
So
get that?
you have to. No, you
Like,
can't.
that's
You
why,
have to go
like-
through an anesthesiologist, and they have to be the ones that administer it. You'd have to be at a certain heart rate and certain BP and pulse ox rate to be able to get it. You have to be at a certain point in the process. You can't be too early. You can't be too late. Sometimes you could be at a state where you can't use an epidural.
That's crazy.
But my wife was able to use it for our son. She had apparently a fire time because she was like telling the nurse how she was like, I wish I could help you, but I can't feel my legs.
Yeah.
And she just started giggling, and I was like, I guess you're all right, baby. We're back. Like 10 minutes before that, she was trembling in pain, bro. I was like, I had never felt so much like pain and empathy for another human being at that same second. Like when I saw my wife shake, I was like, oh my God, you don't have to do this anymore. Like we just cancel the whole thing. Cancel the labor. We don't need it anymore. Like I should have just like I should have just
baby
stopped
back.
it, but like just close your legs, honey. We're going home. Like I was just panicking, seeing her like shake. I was like, what do you do when you see a human shake in pain? I've seen people get shot and they didn't shake. I don't know what labor feels like, but I never want to shudder in pain. Like I have done all kinds of terrible things to myself. I've been jumped, skipped, hopped, stomped on, never shook in pain. Holy shit, bro. That like terrified me. I was like, never mind. This has to be the worst thing that exists if you're literally feeling like this. She was just like, fuck that shit. That's
major W's being born as men, dude. Major W's being born as men.
Talk about the benefits of being men, right? Like that is a major W, because we're just allowed to keep going on if we want to. Like if we have no connection to that person, we just keep going. Look at Nick Cannon. What's he at? Child 13? He just keeps going. You think he stops now?
Maybe he's going for a record.
Or do we become the nation
he's
of Nick
still young
Cannon?
as hell. He's still.
we become the
I
nation
think
of
even if Nick Cannon plans to stop having children, what is he, like 36? He's got like 20 years of he's gonna have 2 more by accident. So we're gonna at least.
So what do we call ourselves?
15 out of Nicky boy.
The United States of Nick Cannon, the United States of Nick Cannon America. Do we go with Nick Cannon Industries LLC? What like who do we go with? Who do we go with? Wildin' Out
Elon
LLC?
Doesn't Elon Musk have that many children? Doesn't Elon Musk have like 6 now?
I mean, 6 isn't 13.
Yeah, but he's not going to spread it any further. Like he's done. He's like who? I mean, there's probably still a lot of women that will line up to have his children forever, and that's cool.
I would for sure have Elon.
Whatever.
Wait, Nick Cannon's 42? Nick Cannon is 2 years old? I did not know he was that much older than me.
Bro, the only joke from that Chris Rock special that was worth it was him saying, everybody wants to fuck Elon Musk. Every woman wants to fuck Elon Musk. Why do you think he's built like that? He's holding all the cum in. And I'm just like, oh my God, that it does make sense. Like Elon Musk's body is shaped like a tube because he's holding all the semen in. He's single-handedly repopulating the earth. That's what he's doing. He's single-handedly.
Elon Musk does look like a testicle.
We're going to be a blend.
Elon Musk
We're going to be a blend.
Elon Musk does look like a bare testicle.
Yeah, he does look like a ball.
Because
Like,
he is
a bare testicle. They're
bag.
just as white as Elon Musk. Like that's. I'm actually looking at a bare testicle right now.
That's
Shout out to my Google results.
Unnecessary. But
bro.
hey.
Yeah, it wasn't really necessary for the research, but I'm here now.
Guys, did you know that there is a leather pride flag?
Like leather,
So-
like a biker gang, or like leather sex gay
Gay stuff. So let me tell you, right? I recently, for the folks at home, you guys know,
How do
went
you
on a
fly
trip.
a
I was on
leather
vacation.
flag?
Oh no! Let me explain.
Very high winds.
The flag,
Super high
the flag is not made of leather. The flag is not made of leather.
I'm an asshole.
So, I was in Fort Lauderdale. Went to visit a friend. Got some sunshine. It was awesome. Fort Lauderdale, especially in her community, is a very gay area. So we're driving around and I'm seeing all these pride flags, rainbow flags. I'm like, oh, super dope. And then I see I see a Blue Lives Matter flag. And I'm like, oh, damn. Next to a pride flag, that's fucking weird. I'm like, you a gay racist cop? I mean, I guess, I am in Florida. It could totally
They do
possible.
exist.
Because it's this black and blue flag.
There's probably
except
gay
there's a
racist
heart.
alligators.
Yeah, definitely gay racist alligator, and those alligators are definitely Cuban too. They're Cuban. Cubans bug me out, but Cubans scare me a little bit.
The alligator eating pastrami.
So
Racist.
I see this Blue Lives Matter flag, right? Because it's this black, white, and blue flag, but there's a heart in the corner. I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? I couldn't figure it out. I tried to look it up, couldn't find it. And then I found out it is the flag of leather pride, as in BDSM leather pride. Now, I want to show you what this flag looks like.
I see it.
Is it with the heart in the corner?
Yeah, you see it. And now you see how that looks like a Blue Lives Matter flag. So here's my plan. I'm going to print out
crazy
mad of those on stickers.
Staten Island's going to sell out.
I'm going
to in 5
put
seconds.
them everywhere. There's a Blue Lives anything. I'm going to put it there.
Be like, no, it's a heart for Blue Lives Matter. Like,
Yeah,
like
it was crazy because it was like there's like a black line in it, and I was like, is that Black and Blue Lives Matter heart? Is this an All Lives Matter flag? Nope, it is a All Lives Get Spanked flag. Apparently,
All lives get bound and gagged.
yeah.
1996, the National
It kind
Leather
of does look like an alligator,
Association.
though.
Hold on. Why is there a National Leather Association International? That doesn't make sense, right? Like, that's kind of like... we're national, international. Don't worry about it. Like, we're the leather community. We're everywhere. Holy shit. What if we're run by the shadowy government that is the leather community?
I wish we were.
FBI's
It'd be
coming
a lot
close to my
cooler.
house.
Way more
Politicians are so
fun.
annoying.
It'd be way more fun. Lots more
No,
love.
you
in the
know
world.
that there's a leather
Like,
community.
dude, you know what I would like to
in
see?
charge.
You know what I'd like to see? I just want to see. Fuck leather. I just want to see Biden in like a Giants t-shirt, bro. Like, why are you wearing a suit all the time? It does not represent the average American.
Nigga,
Like,
Even
can I see
better.
not
fucking-
the average
I just wanna see
American, bro.
Hillary-
He's the president.
What about
I want to
Biden?
see. Yeah,
In a
exactly.
belt
And that's the problem. The president should not. Like, I want to see Hillary Clinton in a Nike.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why you sound
Hillary
dumb.
Duff in a Nike
Let me tell you why you sound dumb.
Because I
Right?
do too.
Because when someone goes on TV, they get dressed up. All right, that's why.
Yeah, no, they should.
No,
It's all
they
fake.
should.
All this
They-
is fake.
it's not fake.
Also, hold on. Who says when is going on TV an excuse to dress up? We're in the podcast age. Everyone goes on TV and
Nigga, this is a G-Star shirt. Are you fucking kiking me, bro? You see
G-Star
this,
is
bro?
dressing up?
You see this?
You are
This hoodie for $15. Same shit.
This man just said G-Star was dressing up. You are full hard R right now.
Yeah, nigga, don't come back
You are
here.
nigga.
Don't come back here. You can't come back to New
You
York.
are maximum nigga right
Yeah, nigga. Maximum. Nigga to the
We're
max.
banned. We're officially banned.
He said,
We're officially
wear,
banned.
He said, I'm going to wear G-Star. He said, I'm going to wear G-Star to the wedding.
You know
I
what?
did.
You know what you said is that you wanted no.
Damn, I wish we could see you, bro.
Oh, my God.
He waited till he's
Wedding
off camera to
G-Star.
drop the hard R. He waited to be off camera to drop the hardest R of his life. You know why? His teeth just got whiter for saying that. Not as white as Chris Rock's teeth, because they were yellow as fuck. That video you sent to me, that fit
That's
was
just
so
crazy.
against the yellow teeth. That's what did it. It was like he was wearing like. Bro, like it was so crazy. Like he had a full white like outfit and shoes that were like cyberpunk like platform shoes, and he had like skinny tight trip pants with the. You remember when Prince was had the artist formerly known as Prince, his symbol? He had a purple
symbol, yeah.
chain. That's just a symbol
Purple
rocking.
rain.
Like
The purple
like,
rain,
the
purple
Prince
Prince
chain.
passed away. Like how many years ago? Like you riding hard for him. Like R.I.P. for him, but like you riding that hard? Okay, cool. Aren't you like from like
I guess
Canarsie, Brooklyn? Like you're not
Also,
even,
no one should
comedian.
wear all white unless it's like one of those like beach kind of fits where it's like the sheer shirts and like the pants that are like meant to get
Those are
wet.
good,
Like
bro.
it's like an island kind of thing.
Linen.
You should not wear all white ever.
No, it was so
You should,
weird.
like
he popped
especially
out,
as
and
as
that's
an
the
old
first
Negro.
thing.
I feel like as an old Negro, you should only wear like gray.
I feel like as an old
he's
Negro,
also-
you've earned the right to do whatever the fuck you want, but not Chris Rock. Though.
Once you pass a certain age, just stick to
Don't
Earth
put your
tones,
limitations
Just
on
stick
me,
to a-
brother man. You're supposed to be on our side, brother.
Whoa,
Fine,
holy
you can
shit!
wear
Those,
a purple
those eyes-
G-Star
Oh,
shirt
yeah.
until your 90s.
I'm gonna be in a purple G-Star shirt and a black leather thong, with some
with the leather
white
pride
leg warmers.
flag.
Yeah, on the front.
That sounds hot. I'm about to make my wife wear that. Hold on. Like, can we put the
Wow.
the poosh iced tea? Ah, that's a good
Oh.
night. I'm gonna say.
A leather,
Yeah,
a gimp
we-
mask, a gimp mask. Yeah. But yeah, Chris
into
Rock's
it.
teeth were yellow. That shit was hilarious.
That shit was crazy. That was the only thing.
I'll let yellow teeth. I'll forgive yellow teeth. I'll forgive
We all
yellow
got yellow
teeth. Because
teeth.
it's kind of hard to maintain the perfect white color, the perfect teeth color. You know what I mean? Like,
But
these are,
somebody
what,
should have
50,
saw
60
that.
Years old. Like,
But somebody
who lets
should have
you
saw
do
that
yellow?
and said, like, don't
My
wear
shits
all
are fucking
white.
cheesy.
Break it up a little bit. Like, wear some other tone. Like, that's all he had to do. I think it was just the juxtaposition to this, like, ungodly, like, white. Like, I don't know. Like, he wanted to look like...
You know
ever
what,
watch The Leftovers?
You know what I found funny, though?
What?
You know what I found funny, though? I found it funny that someone was saying that, like, oh, like, he has all this money, like, shouldn't he have a stylist? Like, okay,
That was a
and, like,
stylist.
whereas I agree with that point, here's the thing. I agree with that point. He probably had a stylist, but also he's like a 60-year-old Negro. Like, the stylist he hired wasn't going to put him in a fit that was good for the rest of us. You know what I mean? He doubles all of us in age.
Okay, so,
he probably
like-
had a stylist that put him in some shit
But
that we would
Netflix
agree
also-
with, and he
but-
fired them.
He fired them.
The
I'm
stylist
sure-
still has to. The stylist still has to
right.
go along with your taste.
No, you're right. At the end of the day, he went out and picked out what he really wanted to wear, and like they said, these are the choices, and he went with that one. Somebody should have stopped him. That's all I was like. Should have been like, you know what? Maybe not this one. I know you.
I want
Mr.
to.
Rock.
I do want to see Joe Biden in that fit, though.
That
That would be
interesting.
crazy. Can you imagine? Joe Biden and the Bo Derek braids, braids.
No,
know why.
now you're taking it too far.
should be ill.
See, here's the thing.
That should be
I
ill.
like the all white fit. I'm like we said. I'm hard R to the
Hard
max.
R.
I love the all white
Is that what
fit.
you're saying?
You know,
I am not a fan of the all white. No,
No.
I just feel like
You're too goth
it
for
means
that.
more than it should. You know what I mean? It's not just clothes when it comes to the
it's
all
not.
white fit. I don't know
It's
why.
not. It's not just clothes.
It just feels wrong.
Yeah. I mean, having worn all white outfits like that, you are definitely getting attention for it. But also, everything
Yeah.
you do has to be super fucking careful because the world is dirty. I have a tendency
You gotta
whenever
move
I'm wearing
differently.
white to end up eating ketchup or pasta. It's like
Bro,
fucking.
you gotta move differently.
Tightrope
Just
walking.
imagine you straight
With
up
a white
eating,
shirt.
eating straight up ketchup, like literally just
That's
ketchup,
just
like a
ketchup.
bowl
Just
of
squirt it
ketchup.
as fucking mouth. So I gotta say something,
That's
and we gotta sing its heralds.
preposterous.
I think we gotta give this item its flowers, its roses. The white tea, super underrated, in my opinion. Can you think about
white tea's not underrated.
the simplicity of a
White
white
tea's
tea?
accurately rated.
No, it is not
I think a white tea
accurately
is
rated.
It's appropriately.
No,
it's
no, no, no,
appropriately
no,
rated.
no,
Slightly
no, no,
overrated.
No. Hold on, bro. You've never felt like extra clean in the white tea.
I sure
And you
have.
just go like, bro, I've seen Sasha in his prime with a white tee and just some light colored jeans. He looked so beefy and manly, and you wanted to pick him up and squeeze him because you wanted to see if he was made of marshmallow fluff or actual like cement. And I found out both. That's what it is.
Oh,
It is both.
lots of hard.
You know what
fluff.
though? Here's the thing. I'll say this. I think a full white fit is definitely overrated. But you
That.
know what needs to be normalized? Mismatching black fits. Because not all blacks are created
No.
equal. But I think it should be like okay to wear an all black jeans and all black
Colorism?
shirts. I say this
and
as a goth
shirts?
nigga.
I
I
hate
say
when my
this
blacks
as
don't match.
I say this as a goth.
Crazy.
I say this as a goth who does not really organize his laundry. Like my blacks do not match, and I think that should be fucking okay, man. I can't. There's no way to leave my sneakers the same black as my
My
shirt.
brother,
ever.
who told
It's
you?
never
black
Who
matched.
told you it
match.
wasn't okay?
My blacks don't match.
Who told you it wasn't okay?
I mean, listen. Most people let it slide, but when somebody doesn't, it's like, who hurt you, dog? Who hurt you? That I gotta do I have to re-dye my jeans?
Yeah.
Like the jeans are 3 years old. The T-shirt is a year old. All right, they're not gonna be. They don't go through the same wash cycle. They're not the same material, dog. Like let me wear my different color fucking blacks whenever I fucking can, and just
True.
let me rock. All right. Don't
know
call
what?
my black ashy.
People calling your pants ashy? Yo,
They get ashy
hold on.
after a while.
Hold on. Well, I guess I don't wear a lot of black jeans. I wear the utilitarian blue jean, bro. I want that or like a dark khaki, something that you can't tell what I have on me. I have young children. I need to be versatile. I can't be in the all black jean or the all
I'm
white.
personally
That's why I don't wear white tees either now.
I don't have a. I
When I
don't.
did.
I don't have a personal stance against the blue jeans, but they're just not for me. I feel too all American in some blue jeans. You know, I feel like I'm going to a baseball game. You know, I don't like the aesthetic that it brings.
Bro, you know what?
I do have a couple pairs of blue jeans, and just every time it just doesn't do it for me.
Man, underrated.
I
Wrangler?
just don't like the color blue though.
A dark blue Wrangler? Like that is Americana right there. Like that's the America I wanted personally, right?
That
like
shit
that's
is
what I
racist.
wanted to be there. Yeah, well, you know they change the hand color every
I'd
now
be
and then.
suspicious
Like
of
the
blue.
one that's like putting its hand in its pocket.
Yeah, and in the pocket.
every like if they
You know
sell
what
it
it
in the
is?
city, it's a brown hand. But if they sell it like upstate, like it's definitely a white hand.
It's a white hand, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'll say this. I think you got it right there. I think blue jeans do represent America, and I hate fucking America. Like I want a harem pants. You know, I want some
pants are
tiny shorts,
tight.
like I'm on the beach. You know,
Yeah,
I don't.
like those.
Harem pants are sick, bro. Or I want the future because I feel like a nice pair of like a techie cargo joggers.
Y'all said
More
harem pants are
futuristic.
sick. I hate y'all. I fucking hate y'all.
You don't like harem pants?
No!
Harem pants make me feel so
I like
comfortable.
joggers, bro.
Good for
I like
you.
joggers.
I love that. I like joggers. Man, I'm looking at
Joggers
these
are,
pants
like,
and
I've gotten
I'm just
older,
heartbroken.
and I have appreciated a jogger so much. It's nice. It's a good fit. I don't look like too like undressed, but like I'm cool. I'm cooling. Like I could be at the drive-through, or I could be in front of your house. You know, like handing you off a pack. It's okay. We good. And that's what
I like
the
drop
Hold on, should I get
joggers
these
there
dumbass? Wait, should I get these dumbass harem pants I just saw on Shein just now? I don't actually own harem pants.
is it a
I
drop
own a lot of
crotch?
pants that fit
you
like
like
they
the
are.
drop crotch?
Yo, what if we bring that back?
Well, these aren't really harem pants per se.
Don't.
I mean,
Don't
let me send the link. They're only $12, but they're also Shein, so they might only have 3 wears.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never
Shein
bought
hits.
Shein, but I have bought fast fashion before.
Shein hits.
Shein
I
does
bought
hit.
Men's Forever 21. That's Men's Forever 21 was like the first fast fashion I ever bought.
Men's Forever 21
And that
was
shit
dope.
lasted for. Anything I bought from there lasted for 6 months tops.
That's crazy.
And at the time, I was working like 60 hours.
Oh,
a week,
that's
so
why.
How the fuck? Like,
That's why.
I didn't wear it anywhere.
Wait, what the fuck?
No, I'm saying I didn't wear those clothes to work.
What the fuck? Oh, that's crazy.
Like they got wear and tear from being in my closet.
That's it.
I have good luck with
I just love-
fast fashion. Yeah.
She
I just love a baggy,
fire.
comfortable pants and a tight shirt.
A lot
Bro,
of the Shein quality gets me tight, and it breaks
I
my heart.
don't hate it. I bought my daughter and my wife some. Loved it. They look good. I didn't get myself anything. The kimonos in there.
Yeah,
that I'm
you
gonna
would
be
buy
rocking
those.
with the shorts, bro. You know I'm gonna like if I had my way, I would be the lazy Japanese like Yakuza member that like just like puts his hands in his pockets and like gets like, you know, onigiri. Like that would be my life. Just cigarette out of his mouth. Like that
sounds good.
That'd be me all day. Like with the kimono, just like beat like like get out of my way. Like just grumpy. Like that'd be my way.
Actually,
Oh, these are
I
tight.
might go crazy.
Go crazy.
Yeah.
The
Now that
prices
you on
are
there,
crazy. And they
everything
keep-
is like
they keep
$4.
They keep throwing you the price, and they're like, "Fuck shipping, don't worry about it. Yo, don't even sweat it. We'll get it back to you next week." And like, you're
Oh,
good.
man. And if they have afterpay, do they have afterpay? They might
do.
have afterpay.
They be
if they
tripping.
have afterpay, then you're in trouble.
They be tripping with all kinds of things like
Fashion
that.
Nova has afterpay, and that that'd be
It's got the
a whole new
it's got
wardrobe.
the community.
I'll stay away because I
in
don't
its
want to
grip
fucking
right now.
spend any money.
It's-
But I mean, it's nice to look at.
It's a Thanos.
But
Yeah.
Those pants are ugly as hell, bro.
Those
are
pairs?
Those are. I mean, you can make them probably work, but they look. I don't know. They're kind of crazy. They look crazy to me. They just look like a bad rug. Like they look like a Sizzler's rug. That's what that reminds me of.
That's why.
like when you go to a buffet, you see the rug. Think of that like immediately. That's why you liked it, because you probably like thought it was home. Like you thought like, damn, I'm about to get a nice steak. No, man. That is like 3 months from now. That shit's gonna look exactly like the floor at the one in
I never had
Queens.
Sizzler.
Did you have you had one by where you were in Queens, right? Like in Kew Gardens area.
I don't remember. Sizzlers? Do we have was there a Sizzler
Yeah, I feel
or
like
Red
it was there.
Lobster?
I
It was
feel like
definitely
it was
Red
there.
Lobster, which called back. Chris Rock actually worked at the Red Lobster by me in Forest Hills. That was his first job. He's got a whole bit about it.
Wow.
About how he was scraping shrimp. This is like one of his things about
I don't know.
the Red Lobster in Forest Hills by Queen Center Mall. He used to work there in like 1987 or whatever, and he has a whole bit about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's a difference between a job and a career. At a job, the time don't pass. I remember when I worked at Red Lobster, and I would say, I'm not gonna look at the clock, and I'm just gonna keep scraping the shrimp off these plates, and I'm gonna scrape, and I know hours are gonna pass. So I look at the clock, it's 8:15, and there I go, scrape. I'm thinking, it's gotta be 10:30. I look up, it's 8:17. And thank you for enduring that Chris Rock impression. I think that might have been the best impression I've ever done, and I'm not good at impressions.
Wow, we endured it. That was really clean. I'm gonna say that was clean. That was your cleanest work, and I liked it. I just didn't enjoy the content.
It was really
I didn't enjoy the
I think
content.
the impression was a 5 out of 10.
Not your impression.
My average impression
I think
is
you
about
did
a 2.
great.
So I think I did okay.
No. It was a strong 8. No, it was a
You give
strong
it an
8.
8? You give it an 8?
I think it was a strong 8. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Scrape.
I think it was a strong 8. I the content,
Yeah.
like 2. The content
Yeah.
gets a 2, maybe a 1.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He did it really well, which made it
Enjoyable.
almost
You
unbearable.
made us want to just listen more.
'Cause it's Chris Rock.
We wanted to hear this play out. We wanted to hear how bad you were going to get into it, but you
I mean,
didn't.
that's-
I didn't.
Like I was
The
like,
best
like,
part
yeah.
is that
You know
like
what? I'm gonna let him rock.
the best part is like that's the bit. Like I didn't.
Chris Rock used to
like
be
I
funny,
obviously
though.
like did it shitty, but like that's more or less the bit. Like I didn't
Yeah.
really. I didn't really fuck it up too badly. The actual bit.
I feel like you gave us.
You can look it up. Just look up like.
I feel like
look
you
up
gave
on
us an
YouTube
accurate
after
recount.
this. It's like Chris.
I feel
Chris-
like that's exactly what
like
it
Chris
is.
Rock shrimp or something like that. It's one. I think it's one of his bigger, blacker and uncut or one of those
I'm
big
not.
specials he did.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm not gonna look up.
I'm gonna look it up. And I'm
Chris
gonna
Rock
send it to
anything.
you.
Listen, I like Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody Hates Chris is tight.
That is his masterpiece.
A good amount of his comedy is great. Yo, that is.
Does he actually like
is
write
so
for
good.
that show?
And I
Yeah,
can't imagine
fantastic show.
playing Chris Rock now. I think he did. And being the guy who played Chris Rock as a kid, like he's like he's in Abbott Elementary. He's a full heartthrob. Can you imagine being him and going like, damn, I played Chris Rock for like 8 years on television, and now he's talking about smacking bitches and not fighting in front. See, I don't do a great Chris Rock. We need you to get back here. Say, don't fight it. My parents taught me not to fight in front of white
My
people.
parents told me not to
and,
fight for the white people.
Yeah, I was going to bring that.
I'm so glad.
No, that's
fight in
one.
front of white
That's
people.
now you just sounded like Cartman. You sounded like Cartman. We're done. That was a 1 out of 10. You ruined it. I thought it was going along great.
Dude, but you know what's fucked up too? There's actually, I saw a clip the other day of Chris Rock talking on TikTok. I don't know what interview it was from or whatever, but he was like talking about like how deeply fucked up Jim Crow was. He's like, bro, like there was so many like wizardy, like he's like, it was like Jim Crow was like Harry Potter, bro. Like some of the weird ass fucked up racist laws in this country that are still going on, and like a lot of them didn't even like get like looked at for real until like after civil rights, like the 80s, like rules about like where you could have your shit and where you could live and da da da. It was like a really like well fleshed out Chris Rock talking about Jim Crow.
Yeah.
That was like, wow, like I really respect this guy. And then for him, I don't know how old this clip was or where it came from, but for him to put that out and then that special that he did, it's like the same thing with Dave Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle could say something really, really profound about race and the system, and then fuck it up immediately afterward with the next sentence.
Immediately.
About trans bullshit or whatever. And also again, Dave Chappelle, terrible stylist. Like, what was the jumpsuit and the fucking his long
I don't
ass
know.
t-shirts he'd be wearing?
He really switched it up for no reason.
I miss when Dave Chappelle dressed like a jork.
I miss. You know what I miss? I miss.
Dave
The
Chappelle
long
dressed like a
shirts
fucking
are
dork. Like Dave Chappelle, like in the '90s, dressed like a dork.
I
He
want to
got brolic
see.
though, so I get it.
Like if Dave Chappelle wore his wardrobe from How High, I mean not How High, Half Baked all the time, I would love that because it's like a hysteric. It's just like super normcore.
You know what I miss? I miss in my my Dave Chappelle from military with the military surplus jacket. I miss that Dave Chappelle. That Dave Chappelle knew like what a joke was. Like I don't know, man. And I think we talked about this. Like just like where comedians go in their heads, like that they feel they need to make that tired fucking joke. Like I am absolutely sick and tired of hearing the same actual joke over and over by every comedian. And, like I don't like if you're over the age of 30 something and you're like, please just stop. Like the I don't know who I'm gonna offend bit is so old and just bad. It has no good takes anymore. Like it's not funny. It's not. It doesn't even make sense. And side note, the pants that you sent me, the second one,
I think
you would look like Cloud Strife if you wore them. So go for it if you want.
that is what I'm always going for. Yes, but the thing about comedy is I've kind of realized there's really two kinds of comedians. There's comedians who make fun of themselves, and there's comedians who make fun of like society at large. And like both of these two two genres of comics were kind of the biggest kind of comic. Like obviously there's like the guy who does the puppet work, and there's like
Jeff Dunham,
Dimitri Martin, who does the thing with the drawing. But like those two, making fun of Jeff Dunham, like those two, the making fun of yourself and making fun of society were like the biggest things. The thing about the making fun of society now is that society is way more self-aware, so you just can't really get away with making fun of gay people and making fun of fucking women or whatever the fuck else, because society is more than just white guys making rape jokes, really. Like that's everyone has a voice now.
Yep. So
you can't really. And I remember like really being like kind of on the forefront of like, not the forefront for I don't know what the word I want to use is, but I do remember there was a point where you might have been there when we saw the comic that we talked about in the last episode. The dude who does the sound effects, Pablo Garcia, or whatever his name is. Inner World, that guy. We saw that. You were there when we saw him live, right?
At Central Park.
Were you?
Not Pablo. Yeah, but
yes.
What? Yeah, Pablo.
Was it Pablo Rodriguez?
I think it was Central Park. Didn't you?
Pablo Francisco was his name. But yeah, you were there when we saw him live, right? I remember him. We saw him live, and I remember there was a joke he had made about like people with stretched ears. And at the time, my ears were fucking Gatorade caps. And I just remember sitting there thinking like. And I remember just sitting there thinking, like, this shit took me out of, like, it entirely took me out of the show. I was like, this is corny. Like, why am I sitting here watching this dude? And like, knowing full well I could beat your ass. And, like, I mean, he's not relevant now, so. But, I remember just, like, being taken out of the whole show just by that dumb joke about stretched ears. And like, obviously, I don't have my ears stretched. They haven't been, I haven't had plugs in what? Since I found out my kid's mother was pregnant, so, like, 13 years. So, like.
Damn.
Yeah, so like, if something like that took me out of a joke, took me out of a whole set, I can't imagine somebody sitting up there for 40 minutes talking about, everyone gets offended, and the gays, and the women, and da-da-da-da-da.
You know, the people we made.
Yeah, it's comedy is self-aware.
Not exist.
Yeah. Society is self-aware, and comedians aren't. That's really the problem. Comedians aren't self-aware. They think they're fucking prolific because they can look at things in society and make jokes about them. And it's like, no, like, shut up. Like, also, we all have TikTok now. And I think Whitney Cummings made a statement about this. She was just like, it's so hard as a comedian now because everyone thinks they can be a comedian because of TikTok and Twitter and everyone gets a viral tweet. And it's like, yes, bitch. Well, everybody has the capacity to be funny. It's not just you and your group of friends and Joe Rogan.
Like, comedy especially was something that was not democratized. It was absolutely guarded by people in Ivy Leagues, and it's the only reason why you saw the kind of like movies that we did as a kid. Like National Lampoon is a journal from Harvard. Like these are Ivy League attendees. They're fucking like degenerates. Like Animal House is about Harvard, and it's many frat parties. And like the Ivy League community, and it's large. Like it's a bunch of white dudes who get to make whatever fucking kind of joke that they want, and like you could just have no consequence because the other people laughing just look just like you and not like the people you're making fun of. So we just keep copying it. We just keep copying it.
Exactly. And this comedians just kind of haven't, and comedians, they just haven't figured that out yet. Namely because like, I mean, a lot of comedians on like a Chris Rock, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle level, they're so big that they're just surrounded by yes men and other people who have got higher up by punching down. So they're disconnected. They just don't know what's going on. And like I said, like I mean, I did have maybe not hope today, but like I did watch. Like that one comedian I sent you, Stavros.
Yeah, he's funny.
I don't know if he is he one name? But he's like that. Yeah, he's that fat Greek guy, and his whole thing is making fun of self. Which Stavros.
Yeah, he's really funny. Stavros.
Yeah, I've listened to his podcast, and it's not that. His podcast is not that funny. It's really depressing because it's just. I've listened to it a couple of times when it was called Come Town still. Now it's just called like the Adam Richland Show.
Better name.
Oh wait, no, Adam Richland. He might have a different podcast. Does Stavros have another podcast?
There's one that's just him.
It was Come Town. It was him and Adam Richland. And then, well, the Adam Richland Show. It's mostly him talking, but it's a little depressing because it's a lot of self-loathing. Because I mean, he is a fat, balding guy despite being very rich. But with depression.
Same.
So he's it's a little depressing the podcast, but like Theo Von's another one. Like Theo Von's white, and Theo Von is fucking. I don't really know his stand-up too well, but his podcast, I listened to like 4 hours of his podcast today, and I haven't deep dived into Theo Von in a long time, but I listened to the one with him and Drewski, and the one with him and I forgot the guy's name. It's some guy who's like famous on YouTube right now, who's like blowing up like currently. Some black dude who's like. His whole thing is like being super awkward.
Talking about Speed?
Like he has prank videos with the
I
pranks.
Love Speed?
Like one of the pranks he pulled. Not Speed. Let me see what it is. It's me.
Y'all should try
Where did
making
that come
beats.
from? I can't make beats.
Y'all should try making beats. Yeah.
Well, I listened
like,
to 4 hours
four
podcast
hours of
while I was at work
today, and I was like, have you ever made
I was
a
also
beat?
working while I was doing this. I don't have the ability to sit still for very long, and I need tons of stimuli all the time. So,
me either. There's tons of.
What
I
can
can't
finish.
sit still if I don't finish any beats. But
Is-
there's a lot of stimuli in making beats.
I think I would
Visual.
just like see
My bad.
what
Audio.
it feels like to just.
My bad. I was trying to bring up the episode, but it like started a short out of nowhere.
Good for him. He figured it out.
So I didn't see the guy's
He's good
name.
at the internet.
But,
You know, another
I hate when
one.
that happens.
but yeah, Theo Von, another. Theo Von also had like a really organic come up because I remember seeing Theo Von like when I was like super young, on like maybe like an HBO, like an old HBO special or like a Comedy Central or something like that, and his style was different then. But Theo Von, I gotta watch Theo Von and fucking Logic because I feel like Theo Von was trolling Logic, like Theo Von was like saying that he had a black dad. You didn't see that? There's clips of that going around. Like everyone's making fun of Logic because Theo Von like trolls him and says like, "Yeah, I got a dark skinned father," and Logic's like, "Welcome to the club," and everyone's stitching it on TikTok like, "What club, Logic?" Like you're not black enough to invite people into the black club. He's mixed.
I mean,
You're black or
he's
you're white.
mixed enough to invite people into the mix club.
That is not ridiculous. There's no. I live in a no nuance world,
That
baby.
is really
You're black,
suspect.
you're white,
We don't
or
support the
you're black, you're
views
white, or you're
of his
Hispanic, or
personal
you're what you
podcaster,
are.
and his
I know.
Views only reflect his own. That was mad.
There are no
sus.
mixed children.
What?
My child,
Bro,
my child is black.
Everything is nuanced.
Nah,
is light.
If you're mixed, you're
As
black.
heck.
If you're mixed, you're black. If you're mixed, you're black. Unless you look
Bro.
white, then you're white. You don't
You
get
keep
hair that
saying
straight
that
get to claim you're
until we
Negro.
all the same color.
You don't get to walk into a bank, take out a loan
keep
for
saying that
nothing.
until we're all the same color. Keep saying that, boy. Keep doing it, boy.
We never will be.
That's fine.
We
That's fine.
We never will be.
We will be.
We never will be.
We will
Because we're
not
gonna be
be.
divided forever. Also, shout out to the
You know what's
the
happening?
Asians keeping it.
You know what's
shout out to
happening?
the Asians keeping it solid.
Yeah, the Asians
All
have
people-
entered
all
the kink community.
The Indians and the Asians.
No.
Sticking to their
They're
own
deep.
kind. Love that. For
They're
them.
deep in the swingers club. People are getting pregnant by other people's
no,
fucking seed.
Hold on, wait. Let me just.
It's happening
hold
right
on.
now. You're not a part of the kink community.
Let me just.
That's what happened.
Can I just stop you real quick? I need a little breather in between Chris Rock and Asians being in the kink community. Let's take a moment to goose fraba. How did we get here? What part of the internet are you on today?
I'm on
Where
the
we
kink
at? Like how
part of TikTok. I am the kink part of IG. I'm seeing it. There's a lot of Asian people now becoming visible within the kink communities. God bless them. Please suck, fuck, and drink whatever you want. Everyone have fun. Mix. Because we need to just figure we got to figure this shit out, bro.
don't. No, mix with everyone.
No.
Mix with everyone
I
who
want
isn't white.
everybody
We can do
to
that.
have nuts.
I'll
like,
take that.
Just take it. You're gonna get a cup of nuts tomorrow.
Did you just say everyone have nut? Did you just say like you just took out just knuckle dragging caveman? Did everyone have nut?
just kidding.
Beating on your chest. You just got real primitive with it for no reason.
But just Michael. You have to take it. That's the thing. You all have to. That's how you start your day now. Not. Oh my god.
How long would it take you to fill a cup of semen, like a Dixie cup?
A standard Dixie cup is what, like 4 ounces? That sounds crazy.
And the thing too is like you have to fill it while also like accounting for your semen
Ew.
drying and losing volume. So like
You know what?
this might be like a few weeks.
Let's back up. We didn't want to.
And this is why we're
Nope.
taking white people out of the
This is
gene pool.
why.
We're taking white people out of the gene pool. Let's back up right to there. That's where we are at.
You?
You're why we're taking white people out of the gene pool? You?
You really are.
That's what we need to take out the
asking
gene pool.
that question.
Niggas who ask questions like, how long will it take to fill up a Dixie cup?
First of all, I wasn't
dry.
the one handing the semen.
For
I wasn't the one being
evaporated
handed
semen.
semen.
What? Or like the scent.
Listen, just because I have an inquisitive spirit.
You are not the one handing
The Johnny
it.
Quest
There.
of the podcast
Doesn't mean I have to be taken out of the
has
gene
decided
pool, right?
to just regale us. No, you're
I'm
regaling us.
Bill Nye.
With, oh no, you know what you are? What was the other Bill Nye? He wasn't really that scientific.
Johnny Quest. That was a good time.
Shit, Mr. Beekman. No, Beekman.
Hank Green?
Beekman's World. Remember that? Yeah,
Beekman's
you
World.
are that dude of
I
the
do.
podcasting world. Yo,
Beekman's
that
World was
fire.
much
I
more
love
engaging.
that show so much. Hey, I've got a rat. Bah.
Do you remember those penguins on Beekman's World?
Definitely
Were they
the way
black,
they
you think?
laughed. The way they laughed
think
at
those penguins were
everybody,
black?
like they were definitely black. Like
I've never
that's
seen Beekman's
my,
World.
You know, that's my stereotype is that black people laugh in a very specific way, and they can hurt your feelings really well with a certain laugh, and that's a superpower you guys got. So, like, you ever been laughed at by like a group of like black
Ooh.
high schoolers?
That's
that
a
shit
fact.
will when they cook you, when you get cooked, they just start making fun of your shit, and you just like,
Ooh, that's pain.
never
That's
mind.
pain, baby.
Superpower. It's a superpower. That's my stereotype. Don't try to square up what.
Now I'm on a Beekman's World deep dive
Yeah,
right
don't
now.
trip.
The host was named
Yeah, I don't
Paul
know.
Zuman.
Where's his
What
hair?
do you do?
Because his hair
Where
was
are you
wild
right
in
now?
that show. I remember that like
Paul-
vividly. And he had a rat.
He has hair.
He had a rat
According
for
to
a
this, he's,
co-host.
he's still alive.
He's
71 years old. He was
71?
born in 1951.
What? What is time?
Yep. I mean, he was probably like in his 50s.
He was probably in
when the
his
show was
30s or 40s.
on. So he wasn't young then either. He just
Think about it.
No, he was born in 1951. So if we saw it in 1990, he was on his 40s.
His first episode,
his late 40s.
was
Paul
92.
Zaloom has produced 2 films. The first is a mockumentary titled "Smog and Thunder: The Great War in the Californias," recounting a fictitious war between Los Angeles and San Francisco.
That's a
really,
turn.
He produced Dante's Inferno?
I don't know how I feel about it.
He produced the second film, Dante's Inferno, is a retelling of the poet
it's a good
Dante.
poem. It's a good poem.
This guy's got a lot going
I think
on
we
in
all
theater.
need to
All right,
read that poem.
cool. This is what white
Doing
people should be
plays.
doing. Just minding their business. He has also taught puppetry at colleges and universities in the U.S., Europe. Wow, what a decorated!
Oh my God,
what
that
an
is
elite
a
milkman.
huge sign.
This guy, all he does is like he. And let's take this in. Paul Zaloom of Beekman's World. He's a pretty sexy guy to be 71. If this is a fucking a recent picture, he definitely looks like a Disney villain. But I mean, all he does is play with puppets and teach people how to play with puppets and direct and write plays. Elite Milk Award, unsung hero, Paul
hero.
Zaloom.
He was in the Muppet
Shout out to
movie.
Paul. Shout out to my nigga Beekman. Good for you. I'm glad I looked him up and he wasn't
There was no
racist. Like, I just looked up
controversy. There wasn't like
I looked up
immediately-
Beekman's World just to like see, and like the pictures that they use for him
kinda
looks
does.
very racist. Yeah, I was hoping for I'd be down, dog. Like I was thinking I was gonna open this shit up and it was gonna be either something racist or he was dead, and like died of an overdose or something. But no, he's living well. He's prospering.
I think that's where we should end the episode.
He's doing his
right
thing.
there,
Good for that
because
guy.
we leave everybody with a good memory. Check out Beekman's World. Check out Paul Zaloom. Check out his iteration of Dante's Inferno from 2007. Read Dante's Inferno. I think that's a wonderful book. Oh, really?
Do not check out his Instagram, though. Don't check out his Instagram, though, because it's filled with, like, scary puppets. There's nothing offensive here. He's only got 2,000 followers. Wait, is this the real one? I don't know if this is the real one. Yeah, Puppetry and Beekman. Yeah, he's only got 2,000 followers. Like, he's...
Oh, wow. Very scary.
They're just really scary puppets of Santa Claus, but...
Pagucci?
Otherwise...
He's got a Pagucci at
Maybe
home?
I'll follow him. Maybe I'll follow him. He's got the Guggenheim Fellowship Award for Creative Arts.
Yeah, that's how we end
He's
it.
living swell. Yeah, let's end there so I don't Google more
Fruit
of my
of
childhood
Zaloom
favorites
for
and
Beekman
find out they're all
content.
racist and
Wow.
and on some
my
Pee Wee
son
Herman
has
shit.
has a link tree. Linktree is taking over the game. We out. It has been the National Meat Treasure. Remember, we drop episodes every Thursday. Subscribe, bell for notifications, and like the video. Please comment on and everything that we're working on. Engage with us. Just talk to us. Talk to us about things you want to hear, or just say hi, and then we'll maybe shout out your name for some money. If you send us 50 cents, I could say your name really fast. Take it away, Sasha.
Do that. And follow me at thin.cool.lips on TikTok and Instagram, and at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram, and at NMT Pod on Facebook. Try to post more memes.
It definitely is.
Is there going to be a
Very niche.
Beekman's World meme?
Somebody's going to unlock
meme to find
this
to
deep
find the.
memory. Wow.
Fuck it.
Times
There are
Magazine.
Beekman's World
Is
do
there
memes.
a
There's
Time
like
magazine
there's 6 of them.
that says Saving
There's
Mexico
literally 6.
with Paul
Son of a
Zaloom
bitch.
as Beekman? I don't know if this is real.
Only 6.
If it is, no, it's a fan in Mexico created this. Thank God. Whew.
Oh god, the first meme. I'm gonna post. I'm actually gonna post this
like
meme
it.
that
I
just
like
came
it.
up
I like
right
it.
now.
More Beekman
I'm gonna
content.
post that as soon as we get off this episode, because that needs to be seen.
All right, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Saint Thrilla, and follow at 303BAM on all streaming platforms, and also TikTok and Instagram. And shout out my homegirl Sarah for hosting me in Fort Lauderdale. Dear friend of mine, came in clutch during my time of need. Also, shout out my homegirl Hannah, holding it down. Love my sisters.
Well, it has been the National
Never
Meat
leave my
Treasure. You
sisters.
have a good morning.
For you.
Bye.
Man, I'm on this 03 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming in, make sure that paper